Texas with Dr. Zaino at Abundant Life Chiropractic. And we're here to talk to him about his 5 essentials of life and to help people understand that the practice of being a chiropractor is more than just dealing with your back and how God designed us to function and how our bodies should heal themselves. So our first question is, what are your 5 essentials to life?
Well, when you look at the human body, there's literally essentials or laws that govern that body. And these are laws that I didn't make up. These are laws that have been going around for 7,000 to 8,000 years since God created man and woman. So these are laws that they're irrefutable, meaning that if they are broken in any way, shape, or form, the body will not be able to sustain and reach its optimal God-given health potential in anywhere, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So the number one essential is you got to maximize nerve impulse. Now, people don't realize, and this is how where chiropractic is a lot more than just a back pain. Health is about function of the body, optimal function of the body. So what controls all function of the body? There's only one thing that controls function, and that's your brain. Now, your brain sends messages through your spinal cord, which is in your spine, out these nerve roots, and supplies life and health and vitality to the rest of your body. So in order for your heart to beat, or your lungs to breathe, for you to digest the food or experience love or happiness, 100% of your body, 70 trillion cells, it's all dependent on your brain. Okay, so we got to make sure those messages from your brain get to every part of your body. So if there's anything interfering with that brain or that spinal cord or your nervous system, anything whatsoever, then life itself cannot get to an organ, cell, or tissue or muscle. And then these areas of the body start to go through a disease process, and you don't feel that, and then they start to function even worse. And then all of a sudden, you cross into this crisis phase, and that's when you start to feel the symptoms, the pain, sickness, disease, or the worst symptom of all is early death, because 5 out of 6 people don't feel heart disease. 5 out of 6 people don't feel cancer until it's way too late. So, but this is something that's been taking 20, 30 years. So the number one thing is we got to maximize the foundation of health, and that is your nervous system. There's nothing else. It controls everything. So that it has to be the first.
Okay, that's
nothing else. Yeah, that's number one. Then the second one is you want to minimize toxins. We live in a toxic world with the food we're eating now, the processed food, the chemicals, literally the amount of prescription drugs people are on today, that is just pure toxins and chemicals. It's, again, a medication is going against the body's design. So with the amount of, what we eat, what's in our environment, the medications people are taking, that's toxic. So we need to start minimizing and eliminating those toxins from our lives, okay? So we want to do that so it's not an interference. Then the third essential is you want to maximize food by God. Very simple stuff. If God didn't make it, don't eat it. And there's a lot of processed foods out there that were altered by man. So again, if anything man-made, a pill, a potion, or food can't sustain your life. So what we have is, I'm not even talking vitamins. I'm talking like real chicken, real vegetables, real fruit, things that you were created to thrive and survive off of. I mean, it's, God made you. He didn't make junk, so he didn't make junk food for you. There's food for you to eat. And then the fourth essential moves into maximizing, maximizing movement, or oxygen and lean muscle. So we were created to move. I mean, we are living in a sedentary world where we're on the computers. We're sitting down like this all day. We're not moving. And what people don't realize, movement is an actual essential nutrient to the brain. And that's why we're finding a lot of kids today, over 15 million kids are on attention deficit and antidepressants, because they're playing their video games, they're getting a lot of stimulation, but there's no mechanical movement. So believe it or not, as you move, it actually stimulates focus control centers. It's actually a nutrient to the brain, and people are not moving, and we're starting people get sicker and sicker. Plus, moving increases oxygen intake. It reduces your body from fat. It's an antidepressant itself. It's just amazing the properties just exercising in as little as 12 minutes a day or 12 minutes a week can do. And then the fifth essential is you got to maximize your mind. You got to maximize. A lot of people, they're out there and they think they're just this weak creation. They don't think they could do anything, or there's a lot of limited belief systems in our lives. We grow up, no child escapes childhood not being harmed in some way, okay? Whether it be emotionally or something. So we all have these limited belief systems that hold us back from the dream and the purpose and the plans God put in our life. So this is where God wants you, and you're here because you can't get your stinking thinking out of your mind. So we basically tell you what you can do and how you can, and we work on destroying those limited belief systems so you could really fully reach the capacity to finish the race, run the race all out, and to reach the potential you're created to live. So using those 5 essentials, people's lives have been changed. We see actually we are the biggest clinic in the world now, because we teach the truth, we teach the principles, and through that, and in our office, it's not just adjusting and removing the interference from the nervous system, that's number one, but we work in every other area. We give people the resources and the materials to get there, do it effectively, and change their lives. So that's our 5
So let's
essentials.
get a brief recap of the 5.
Yeah.
The 5 in order. What are the 5?
Okay, you maximize your nervous system. Absolutely no interference there. That controls life itself. Everything else I say after this is meaningless if that's not done. 2, you got to minimize the toxins. That's from your food, that's from the environment, that's medications that people are on. The third one is you're maximizing food by God. Real food, real stuff. Not processed junk. And then the 4th one is you got to move. Maximize the movement. And the 5th one is you got to maximize your mind and start seeing yourself the way God created you versus what maybe some of the people have judged you and held you against when you were younger, forcing you to be the way you are today.